Hey guys, I just finished watching the new Netflix animated series Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, and I really enjoyed it. The show is definitely aimed at younger kids, but if you're a Jurassic Park or Jurassic World fan, there's something definitely there for you. And if you enjoyed the likes of Rebels or How to Train Your Dragon, the series, which was from DreamWorks, same company that does this, I think you'll enjoy this. It is aimed at a younger audience, but it doesn't talk down to kids. It isn't pandering or it isn't silly. And some of the topics it deals with are kind of heavy, like losing a parent, or kind of like the how you can get engrossed in social media. So I think that's interesting. It does deal with stuff that a lot of kids have to deal with today, and I think that's good. That's pretty cool. And also it doesn't shy away from violence, the violence caused by dinosaurs, because like a lot of animated shows, that even Batman the animated series, which I loved, is an awesome show. You had characters fall out of like towers or off helicopters, and they'd luckily fall into like a kind of a pond or a bush, or some kind of canopy. But in this, when characters die, there's consequences. They actually die. So the story itself, it runs parallel to Jurassic World, and it focuses on a character called Darius who beats a Jurassic Park video game, which the way he beats it is a nice little nod to Jurassic Park 3. But as a result, he wins the opportunity to go to this new teenage resort on Jurassic World called Camp Cretaceous, and there he meets five or six other teenagers. Yasmin, who's a social influencer, Kenji, whose father owns real estate on the island, Sammy, who is from a ranch in Texas. Her parents supply meat to the park, and Ben, who's this hypochondriac, a kind of germaphobe, and his mum works for Simon Musrani. And the first half of the show is just them bonding and getting to know each other, and like they're kind of shy, and they're kind of standoffish at first. But when the events of Jurassic World transpire, such as the Indominus Rex escaping, they kind of put their differences aside and band together. And again, the characters are really well fleshed out. Like again, this show doesn't talk down to kids. It's definitely aimed at a younger audience, but it doesn't treat them like babies. For example, as I was saying, dealing with death, Darius's father has passed, and it was his lifelong dream to go to Jurassic World with his son. And it's interesting to see how it approaches like losing a parent and the connection between a father and son. That's done really well. Whereas Kenji is like spoiled rotten, but he has no connection with his father, and it just shows the dichotomy between those two characters. There's also an interesting subplot involving Sammy, who her parents' ranch is under threat, so she decides to kind of do a bit of corporate espionage on behalf of a company who say they'll reimburse her family for the information. But it's genuinely a good show. It takes itself seriously enough that you can see it being in the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World continuity. I was a bit worried about the fact that the kind of human characters, they are very much like the same animation style that was in How to Train Your Dragon, and then you had the kind of quote unquote hyper realistic looking dinosaurs from the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies. But that said, they blended together very well. That's something I was very happy with. And it's a cool show. As I said, if you're a Jurassic Park fan from any of the movies, there's definitely something in there for you. Like Isla Storna is mentioned, some of the other dinosaurs and some of the other projects that were going on. Henry Wu shows up. It's a cool show, and if you're a fan of that, it is worth watching. And if you have kids and you want to get them a gateway into the Jurassic Park franchise, this is certainly the way to do it. It is, as I said before, it is definitely aimed at a younger audience, but I can see it going the way of Rebels, whereas Rebels was very kind of kiddish with Ezra using a slingshot. But I think, like Rebels, as this show goes on, it'll mature slightly. So I'm definitely interested to see what they do with season 2, because it ends on quite the cliffhanger. I'm not gonna spoil any more of it, but it's definitely worth checking out. And as I said, if you're a Jurassic Park fan, it's well worth your attention. So I definitely recommend, if you and the kids are looking for something to watch this weekend, check it out. It's like, I think it's 8 episodes, and they're half an hour long or 25 minutes long. So yeah, give it a look. So my name is Martin. This has been the Trash Picture Show. And have you seen Camp Cretaceous? And if so, what did you think of it? And yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.